Good afternoon, and welcome to this complete multimedia training course in the Managing Successful Programs approach. This introductory session is intended to help you get the most out of the training program and to give you a basic appreciation of what managing successful programs is and why it is relevant. Once you've finished this session, you will be able to state the objectives of the course and match these against your own learning requirements. Understand what managing successful programs is and the main historical milestones in its development, together with the principal organizations that are involved in its development, support, and promotion. Finally, you will be aware of the available examinations together with the relevant examination requirements. Throughout this course, you will find direct quotes from the Managing Successful Programs publication. These quotes are intended to highlight important statements. Any on-screen quotes are indicated by inverted commas. Quotes included in the course subtitles are highlighted in the same way. One of the major advantages of managing successful programs is that there is a universally recognized set of examination standards, which is independent of the training providers. The UK's Office of Government Commerce, OGC, who is the owner and author of Managing Successful Programs, has defined 3 levels of examination, namely the Foundation, Practitioner, and Advanced Practitioner levels. A pass at the Foundation level is required before students are eligible to undertake the Practitioner and Advanced Practitioner examinations. A pass at the Practitioner level is required before the Advanced Practitioner award can be made. This course has been specially designed to provide all of the information and training that you'll require to confidently take the Foundation examination. Should you wish to go on and take the Practitioner and Advanced Practitioner examinations at a later stage, then we can provide the necessary additional training materials. The primary objective of this course is to ensure that at the end of the course you'll be able to sit and pass the Foundation examination. However, exams are not really what managing successful programs is all about. Many people just want to make use of managing successful programs in order to familiarize themselves with the concepts of program management. Others may wish to simply improve the quality of their program management practice. So perhaps a more important business-orientated aim of this course is that once you've completed your studies, you should be able to operate as an informed member of a program team or sponsoring group, operating in an MSP program environment. After you've worked your way through the course and had a go at the exam simulator, you'll be able to discuss the general background, principles, and themes of managing programs. Identify and discuss some of the key aspects concerning the organization of a program. Identify activities, inputs, outputs, and responsibilities throughout the program based on the 6 defined MSP processes. Explain the significance of benefits realization management and its impact on other elements of the MSP approach. Consider the needs of those who are impacted by, have an interest in, or are otherwise affected by the work of a program. Take part in the ongoing management of risks throughout the life of a program. Discuss the impact and control of issues raised during the life of a program. Consider how we can effectively communicate the end goal or future state of a program. Explain how we can ensure, via the blueprint, that the program achieves the outcomes desired and benefits expected. Describe the differences between program and project planning. Explain the importance of developing and maintaining a comprehensive business case for the program. Explain the concept of quality management and the related activities of configuration management, audit, and review with respect to the management of programs. In addition to the computer-based training course, there are some paper-based materials that will help you in your studies. The first and most important is a copy of the Managing Successful Programs Manual. If you've purchased this course as part of one of our bundled packages, then you will have a copy of this book. Otherwise, if you haven't already obtained one from elsewhere, we strongly recommend that you buy a copy either from ourselves, from the APM Group Limited or from the stationery office. You are not allowed to take the manual or any other materials into the foundation examination with you, but if you are serious about managing successful programs, then you really should have your own copy of the manual. We also provided a document called the Course User Guide. This contains more detailed technical information than provided here. More importantly, it contains a more or less full transcript of the course, slightly modified to make it suitable to the different medium. You may find this document useful both during and after your studies. Most people have some experience of project management, and, as a result, will have learned that managing projects can be difficult. As a result, in order to improve the effectiveness of their project management, organizations have adopted structured approaches. One such approach is the PRINCE2 project management method, which is published by the Office of Government Commerce. This has provided organizations and individuals alike with the means to improve their project management practice. Managing Successful Programs, or MSP as it's often known, is a structured framework rather than a method. It is also published by the Office of Government Commerce. However, it is not as formal or as detailed as PRINCE2. MSP may be applied to any program, whether the projects are being managed using PRINCE2 or not. Knowledge of PRINCE2 is not required by those taking the Managing Successful Programs examination, and knowledge of PRINCE2 is not assumed during the course. A good starting point to answering the question, "What is managing successful programs?" is to understand what it is not. MSP is not a planning tool or any other type of software application. MSP is not a set of hard and fast rules. It's designed to be flexible and can be tailored to meet particular circumstances. MSP is not unnecessarily bureaucratic or cumbersome. MSP does not guarantee a successful outcome. It does, however, help to ensure a more effectively managed transition from the old state to the new. So, what is managing successful programs? At the most basic level, it is a book which is published by the UK Government Office of Government Commerce, or OGC. It's a book that describes the structured framework that is MSP, which describes the key principles and governance themes, processes, inputs and outputs, and ways of thinking necessary to provide for successful program outcomes. Projects provide outputs, programs provide outcomes. MSP can be applied to any size or type of change program and is becoming increasingly popular both nationally and internationally in both the private and public sector. During its development, OGC consulted widely for views, concerns and contributions towards the best practice material provided. The first edition of the manual was issued in 1999. The second edition was issued in 2003. The third and most recent edition was issued in autumn 2007. The manual itself is Crown copyright material and therefore subject to normal copyright restrictions. However, OGC has declared MSP a public domain product, which means that anyone can use MSP without paying a license fee or royalties. The only expense is the purchase of the manuals and any associated training or consultancy that may be required. The Managing Successful Programs Manual is a value-added product which falls outside the scope of the HMSO core license. The information published in this course is reproduced by kind permission of the Office of Government Commerce. The Managing Successful Programs Manual or Guide is published by the Stationery Office. Many MSP specifically defined terms and phrases are used throughout the manual. Some of the most widely used ones are explained here. For the full list provided by MSP, please refer to the course glossary. Outcome, the result of change. End goal, the ultimate objective of a program. Capability, a service, function or operation that enables the organization to exploit opportunities. Benefit. A measurable improvement resulting from an outcome perceived as an advantage by one or more stakeholders. In order to promote MSP, the OGC has collaborated with a number of organizations. The stationery office, for example, is charged with printing and distributing the manuals. The APM Group Limited in High Wycombe has been appointed by the OGC to coordinate the examination procedures and to accredit the various training organizations such as ourselves. Companies that have been approved by the APM Group to deliver MSP training are referred to as accredited training organizations, or ATOs, and are thereby entitled to use the MSP logo on their training and promotional material. The foundation examination comprises 50 multiple-choice questions, which must be answered in 40 minutes. It is a closed-book examination. In order to pass, you must achieve 30 or more correct answers, in other words, 60%. The exam is normally marked by the invigilator, so you don't have to wait long for your result. MSP examinations. Practitioner exam. The practitioner examination is an open book examination. It will be based upon a short scenario booklet, possibly with attachments which you will not have seen before. It will be accompanied by a question booklet of 9 questions made up of 1 or 2 parts. Each question is worth 20 marks, and you'll be required to answer all 9 questions in the 2.5 hours allowed. In order to pass, you must achieve a score of 90 or more. The Advanced Practitioner Examination is an open book examination. It will be based upon a complex case study which you will have seen before. The case study will be provided before you attend a course leading up to the examination. It will be accompanied by up to 3 compulsory questions of 2 or more parts and possibly additional briefing material. A total of 75 marks are available and should be answered in the 2.5 hours allowed. In order to pass, you must achieve a score of 38 or more, so you will need a thorough understanding of the case study in order to pass. In this introductory session, we've outlined the aims and objectives of this course. You'll now be aware of the origins of MSP and the breadth of its possible application. You will also be aware that there are 3 levels of examination, and you have learned some of the MSP terminology.